Okay, time to start sharing and time to start putting up the draft. So let's see. Oop, not that button. I'm still not used to this, but at least we're live now. Now let's see if we can post this up. So time to share this first with everyone. I already did one sealed of Zendikar. You've probably seen it already. I haven't done a draft yet. This is basically my very first. We're going to enjoy the heck out of it. Shared in a group. I wonder if I could do the start the watch party, but I don't know how I'm gonna invite others that way. Actually, that's part of the interface I'm still not familiar with. Zendikars Rising now. Oh, hey Ethan. Thanks for stopping by. I'm still setting things up. I'm still gonna basically share this with everyone. But we're going going to be drafting. It's a brand new set. This is pretty much one of the favorite all-time sets. All-time favorites of the set. Even despite Battle of for Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch, it's still a big favorite. In fact, we kind of got a lot of the new stuff. So, how do I put this? Original Zendikar was slated as pretty much a land. Basically, it's a land matter set, it and part of the flavor that was added to it was if it's all about lands, then there's gotta be a lot of exploration, which means adventures, and it became Adventure World, and everybody loved it. Loved the setting. Yeah, they they love the fact that you got to basically play out as some different people exploring a world. Um, Typical, I guess you would say typical isekai stuff, except everyone's normal there. They did introduce the concept of a really big bad. And actually the story of that one is a bit strange in that they did not have faith in that the whole land. This was back in the day when they were doing tree set blocks, so it pretty much had to carry over. So they didn't exactly have faith that there was enough content. So what they did was they decided, okay, let's put an alternative twist on the end, and that's where we got the other part which is all colorless stuff, and that's where we got our big bad Eldrazi. We got cosmic horror. We got them invading other worlds. It was very interesting, but at the same time it was a bit quirky. Anyway, let's see if I can view this from my phone. Ringtone, media down. Yeah, lots of typical stuff. Let's see. Live. Nope, that's not the button. So unfamiliar with the form. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, there's the video we're on now. Okay, we're ready to begin as soon as my phone actually turns the screen sideways. The screen rotate is actually not on. That's why. There you go. And yeah, we're ready to go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to we're going to draft a brand new set for the first time. We're going to do Zendikar Rising. And what am I expecting? Well, I'm expecting a lot of good things, but it's hard to say what I'm exactly expecting, but we'll take a look. I actually got the token entry. It's basically a 150 gold gem discount. And nice island. And we're ready to begin. So right off the bat, yeah, I'm waiting for Globe to finally update my contract so that I get the better quality one. Basically an additional $100, and more importantly, I don't have to worry about the data cap anymore. So I'm no data cap, double the speed, 100 just for clarification, it's additional 100 pesos, so it's about an additional $2. That's the context. Okay, so we got Skyclave Shade, so it's a 3/1. and it enters the battlefield, it keeps coming back. If we get to kick it, it gets bigger. That's a very good one. As far as removal, okay, very light on removal. The double lands are very, very important here, so we're actually gonna aim for those. I'm gonna start with black. Pretty much, I'm gonna start with the rare for lack of a better thing. There is a feed the swarm. It might come back. Probably not. It's removal. Okay, we get then. So if we're going landfall, we basically want to be red and green. So black is kind of a side option. There is black green get +1/+1 counters. That's what the kicker is for. So Hagra Constrictor, each country. So this actually combos very well. It's a shame we don't get. We're probably not going to go party this time. We're going to go monsters, which is an interesting one. I'm hoping that I could also just take the Skyclave Geopede. So basically, we can go super aggro. I think I like that better. Let's see if that pans out. Okay, Songmad Treachery. Okay, Gloom Hunter, flying lifelink kicker. That's good. I'd rather have this one over that one. I want to get the Songmad Treachery because it's a land at least, and these are actually quite valuable, despite the cost. We might actually get one of these back, so I'm actually gonna take the Songmad Treachery. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, Thundering Spark Mage, not so great. There is a Blood Wreck. Oh, sorry. I thought it's the removal one. That would be an uncommon. We have Nimana Sky Dancer, Flash Flying, enters the battlefield target. Actually, the Flash is quite good. I want to focus on the team, so let's see if we can do +1/+1 counters here. So we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna be on the lookout for removal, which might be problematic. Those are very hard to come by. Also, it looks like it's stalled out. Yeah, it looks like I'm frozen here. Hold on, let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Yeah, cameras. Yeah, getting a second stream in is a bit weird and all that. I should probably turn off my Facebook page. Although I kind of needed to see who's checking out. So I probably should check back once in a while. Also concerned. Okay, why is everyone stuck? Okay, there are 2 packs waiting. We're waiting for the tilted guy to. Well, looks like our friend might be super tilted. Okay. Ooh, nice rare. Needle Verge Pathway. Is there anything that we want to get that's not the rare? Not really. And I actually kind of need this for my Warriors deck, so I'm actually gonna take it. Okay, we got Zoff Consumption. That's a black one. We got the Hagra Constrictor back. It's a good thing I didn't try to take it main. We could just take this one. It's basically a land option. Not too enthused by these. I'm gonna take this one. So we got some additional lands. I'm picking them a bit highly, but maybe I'm picking them way too high. So this is part of the experiment. See how well these go. Okay, got Demon Disciple, so that's good removal. Cinderclasm. Actually, I don't mind that. Sure, we have a few soft creatures, but it is a sweeper and it's instant, so I'm willing to give that one a try. Okay, got this. Okay, Sizzling Barrage. It's removal, but it's not the best kind. It's between the Lagak and the Hagra Constrictor at this point. Not too sure. I might just take the Hagra Constrictor because them having Menace is probably worth it. We can't take Synchronized Spellcraft. We got 0. I might just take the Scavenge Blade. It gives us a one-shot pump. I'm not gonna take the second one though. Yeah, I kind of dried out. I might just take the Expedition Champion. I don't like the idea of taking a Mind Drain here. There's an Expedition Skulker. Okay. Well, we could just take the Scorch Rider. Let's get a mini Warriors team. And at least we'd be mostly red at this point. Yeah, we need to start leaning towards one color. What's the one color I want to see? Probably red. That's kind of at this point. Though we got some interesting options, but okay, Molten Blast. There's spare supplies, which is quite good, but we kind of want to take the Molten Blast right now. You don't really want too many copies of this. I don't want a. take the Cleansing Wildfire. We can even just do it on our own lands to get an extra landfall trigger. Ooh, Seagate Restoration. But unfortunately, we do have actual picks between Royal Eruption and Bloodchief's Thirst. The Bloodchief's Thirst has a bit is able to take out more. The Royal Eruption, I'm gonna actually just take the Bloodchief's Thirst. Sorry, someone's gonna enjoy that Seagate Restoration. Okay, so we got Feed the Swarm. That's also more removal. Hellion's a good way to get lands back, which actually kind of might be relevant between the Skyclave Shade. We don't have that many landfall triggers though, so we don't need too many of that. Night Runner might be okay. Let's get a top end. There's also a Coralhelm Chronicler, so we're really passing a good blue cycling deck to someone. Okay, Fisher Wizard, no. Grotag Bugcatcher, maybe. Feed the Swarm. It's still removal. I'm gonna take it, even if it hurts us. Okay, Spike Field Hazard. There's a Drana Silencer, but so far it looks like it's -2/-2. I might just take another Expedition Champion. Let's go all in on Warriors instead. And it's also a lower cost, so we can do that. Another Song Mad Treachery, so that would be an... Let's see. The Relic Golems for the mill. We don't have that many ways to mill though, so... Let's take another Song Mad Treachery. So we have a few lands, basically. As long as there are 8 or more cards in their graveyard. It has Death Touch if you control another rogue. Another Cinder Classum. So basically, we can take it easy on the creatures we play. So we'll probably just take the other Cinder Classum. So we got tons of removal. Now we just need bodies to stick. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, there's another Skyclave GOP. I think I would rather have that. It's a shame. I could use the Vortex in my Mono Red Historic deck. Mostly burn. That would have been a great one. So, yep, mostly red, splashing a little black. We're pretty much aiming to have a Side Warriors team so that we can get 4 trees for 3 mana is decent. We are a bit spread out though, so that might be an issue. Do I take the Blood Beckoning just to get the... It's a good way to buy some creatures back. I could just take the Spellcraft. Actually, take 1 copy of the Spellcraft. It's pretty much 4 damage to a creature, so that's pretty decent removal also. We don't really need the party mechanic that much. Okay, there's another Scorch Rider, but do I want that? Would I rather have, say, the Electromancer, which adds some mana, which might be relevant for, say, the Scavenge Blade? Let's give it a try. Let's take that one. It's also Wizard, so it might randomly synchronize. So right now we got way too much removal. We probably might start cutting some of these odd one outs, like the Gloom Hunter. The Shade will keep. The Haggard Constrictor is probably gonna get cut too. There's a Blood Price. I guess we could use a Blood Price. We're probably not gonna splash white at this point. We'll take one of these creatures. Actually, sorry, we probably don't want the Blood Price this soon. There's a Utility Knife, which is actually quite horrible, but it's still better than nothing. I'm still not gonna run it. We got Scavenge Blade already. So what are we looking to cut? Maybe not the Gloom Hunter, but probably the Constrictor. We are not playing green, so we're not gonna get ways to get +1/+1 counters. So what are we looking for? Well, more creatures for 1. In theory, we have 16 cards. Well, 17 because these count as lands, so they will actually take our land slot. Okay, well fine, we'll take a look at. And Sneaking Guide, probably don't want to play that. Oh, Coveted Prize. Search your library and you can cast a spell at 4 or less for free. I will take that. What's our other options? Rockslide, no. Royal Eruption's probably the other option. Yeah, we're passing a lot of these, so Let's see. If I can get this to cost 3 mana, that's actually quite good. I'll take the coveted price. We do need a full party, which we're probably not going to get. There's a Thwart the Grave. Return target creature and up to 1. No. Let's get some actual creatures. Actually, we'll take the Royal Eruption this time. There's a Shatter Skull Charger. We're going to definitely take that. So, it does get +1/+1 counters. So, we're going to actually put these off to the side for now because they count as lands, and we need to make adjustments to our mana cost at this point. So there's a Fireblade Charger which actually combos very well. There's also a Akum Hellhound which combos well with the landfall part, but we're not so much into landfall anymore, so we kind of shifted out of that. The Skyclave Geopede still good. In fact, even if it's just a Geopede into a Scavenge Blade, it's still a threat to be respected. Okay. Well, I guess a 4/3 warrior for 4 is not so bad either. We are missing clerics, so we might want to consider that as an option. I'll just take the Bug Catcher. It's a cheap creature. It's at least a 2/2 by itself, and if we can get something else, you can get it for more. Do we now take the Silencer? It's a bit too high for me. I might just rather have another Expedition Champion. Yeah, let's go with that route. Let's just go Expedition Champions all day. So the Lagak is not so much. Even the coveted price is not so coveted anymore. Scorch Rider is probably still up there. Demon's Disciple. I did say we could use a Cleric, and this is removal. Yeah, I'll take the Demon's Disciple. It's still removal. And we'll take another Fireblade Charger. So probably need to really reconsider some of our cuts here. I don't want to take the blood price. Yeah, we'll just... I don't want to take another Lagak either. None of these are great. Let's just take a blood price just to have an option. Okay, got a Dreadworm, but that one did not pan out great. It's actually quite horrible. Sentinel. We're just taking a few odds and ends. Let's see if we get some options here and there. Guess we can take another Scorch Rider in case we feel like we can hit our 4s. We're trying to max out on 2s and 3s. Well, we'll take the Hellhound now. So got a few 1s actually. So probably need to make some adjustments there. I can... Now, so that was a random Ox. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to take the Songmad Treacheries as land, so we'll probably cut... Probably cut 2 of these. We're kind of in low curve, so I'm willing to just cut these as that. We're not exactly into the landfall strategy, so Hellhound is a great aggressive card early, but we might not even run it. The Skyclave Geopede is probably more consistent. So we are more red than black, so I probably want to actually switch it this way. Could just cut the coveted price. We could, like, if I had to cut something, maybe 2 Cinder Classums is a bit overkill. We'll cut 1 Cinder Classum. I'm going to keep the Scavenge Blade. It might be a bit overkill. We'll see how it goes. So it's pretty much Rakdos, Warrior. It's mostly warriors with a little bit extra, like the Electromancer's a little bit extra. We actually don't have any rogues. You know what? Let's cut... Okay. Because this would still cost 4, but yeah, we won't get the benefit. Yeah, it's just a tutor. Let's cut that one. What do we put instead? Let's put the Hellhound. Let's go aggro. So we're gonna see how this pans out. And here we go. So for everyone watching right now, we just finished our draft. It's Still a bit touch and go. I probably could have drafted more removal. Though I feel like I could have drafted more removal, but we kind of needed some bodies to actually stick. Okay, so off the bat, I'm willing to keep this one. We just need kind of one more land. In worst case scenario, I can Royal Eruption and maybe even Cinderclasm. Okay, now this is bad. We really need that one more land now. Why did I... We did have some plays. That's kind of the... So... Let's see. Hit an eye. Okay, we didn't hit the mountain. So if I play this one, I will only get one red, so probably not worth it. Do I just burn this now? I'm gonna play the Skyclave GOP. I'll see if our opponent has removal. I want them to try it on this one, because we might be able to hit Cinderclass and wipe the board. Just considering our options. I am Stonework Pack Beast. Okay. Well, we're hitting lands. We're just not hitting the right ones. So I'm actually gonna play this first. Buff. Hold on. Get one red, which is perfect for this. So I still want to hit that one red so we can get the Shatter Skull Charger. But yeah, we got ourselves a sequence at least. We got that one down. It'll be annoying if I have to run this one kick. Ardent Electromancer. Opponent doing the same thing. Now they have 3 mana. Probably a burn spell. Yep, I figured. Now, do I trade? No, we'll take the hit on this one. I'll swing with this one, offer this one for that. Wow. So, actually, we're gonna play this first. We're gonna hold on to the land because I have just sort of an idea. If our opponent kill, okay, Expedition Champion, Acquisitions Expert, X equals 3, so they see our entire hand. They'll probably take this Shatter Skull Charger or Cinderclasm. Yeah, they're taking the Shatter Skull Charger, so we're gonna take that hit. So we're gonna play the land. Swing. Yeah, just a somewhat awfully unfortunate with our land drops. Okay, opponent's just gonna take it. We are going to go down to less than them though. So I'm gonna hold on to the Cinderclasm. I probably could have wiped this one first. Well, we're both looking for mana now. Heck, in fact, they ran a Silencer. Okay, yeah, so we're still gonna hold on to this. Because even if we still get dinged by this one, it's at least we can bring it down to a 2/3 and everything's wipeable. We just really need that land. Come on, red. Nope, Bug Catcher. If it's not the red land, we probably just play this out. Yeah, we got super unfortunate in that one. Well, welcome to Zendikar. Not everything's gonna go your way. Opponent goes aggro. Oh, that's a very expensive one. So, are you dead yet? Yep, we did. Yeah, got so unfortunate in that one. We had the wipe ready. Well, it is how it is. And we did actually cut an extra swamp. So yeah, we were running 17 lands. We cut the swamps right then and there. No, it was just really unfortunate. Anyway, first loss. That can't complain too much about it. Let's see if we can do better. It'll be very awkward if I have to fire another draft again, but I guess it's more content for you guys. So we can't complain this time. In fact, we got turn 2 into turn 3. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. So we got at least a warrior setup. We'll go with that one. Okay. We're probably gonna hold this. I think our creatures can trade with theirs relatively well, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. The Faven Cell Sword. That trades with this. We'll force our opponent to have removal. Now this one, we can actually just spend 1 mana on this, but this is one of our few pieces of actual hard removal, so we might want to wait and see what our opponent has. It'll also be interesting if it turns out that we could draw the board wipe and let our opponent drop a bunch of weenies, which is kind of what our opponent's signaling on. At least we can hold this. Okay, Canyon Jerboa drops a land. No, they already dropped the land. So we actually want to... Nope, we didn't hit that. We have to actually spend 4 mana to take this out. So I'm going to... Well, we need to be ready for the double black, so... I can just... I'm gonna just swing with this one. Let's see what our opponent does. Now the nice thing is that this is at least not a permanent buff. It's still a very annoying buff despite how cute it is. We will be taking quite a bit of damage here. Scavenge Blade. It does incentivize us to... It actually just incentivizes us to take the hit and just remove it. Let's see what else you got. How much is this to re-equip? 3 mana, so... And just put this down. So 4 more instances sorcery cards. It's a long way to go for our opponent. Though our opponent could just start drawing cards virtually. Opponent could also just equip here, so this would be like a 3/3, which we probably take. If we draw action, I can just hold on the Scorch Rider for the time being. Okay, no, opponent is going to dig for cards. So they just... Okay, so they chose Expedition Champion, which... Not so much anymore. We get to swing with this one. Not so great for us. If we can draw our Scavenge Blade, it's fine. If we can draw removal, it's also fine. Okay, so opponent gonna swing. We're gonna take. Okay, so we got our Skyclave GOP. I do have to play this land, unfortunately. The next turn we get to play this, then we get to rush with our Scorch Rider, barring some unforeseen events. But so far, not so bad. Opponents had to use up their magmatic channelers a bit. If you're mostly instants, not even sorceries, if you're just mostly instants, you're fine. Okay, got 7-5. That's gonna be, well, the GOP can punch. These guys can't. This was our only hard removal, though. It'll be interesting if I can actually get one of our song mads. Do I just block this now? Just get it over with? Yeah, probably do. Just block it now. We do have 2 song mads, so, well, we didn't draw it. So we're actually gonna wait for our opponent to go on the offensive. So, yeah, this is gonna be a surprise. Opponent gave up on a cool warrior. Well, they were digging for mana. That's a question, what do they do next? I doubt they're gonna put this here. They might just say put it on the Jerboa or the, probably not the Channeler. They can still use it to draw cards. They could do it on the Jerboa, so they have another offensive threat. Argan War Leader. Okay, everyone's getting bigger. No trample, think goodness. My concern now is, well, actually not so much, because the instant 2 mana damage is, if blocked, if I'm not mistaken, blocked or dealt damage. Okay, we got Molten. Oh, we got Molten Blast. Okay, so this is instant. So what I'm gonna do is actually gonna swing with this one first. Offer the trade with the Kargan War Leader. Unless, yeah, this feels more like a stall out rather than our opponent having something. I could just play the land, play Scorch Rider. No, if I play the Scorch Rider now, it's way too obvious. Does our opponent have a trick? Nope, no trick so far. Does our opponent have burn? Okay, no burn. But our opponent has a way to refill their hand. We don't. So at least we know we can snipe the Colossus. That's the good news. Bad news is, maybe I could cut one more. I know I cut everything 1:1. So we're literally at 17 lands. And that's counting all the other cards. So opponent not actually playing anything. Okay. I'm actually gonna block first, in case our opponent has, say, a Sijiri Refuge or some other trick. At least that way I don't just take I don't blindly take 8 damage. I figured they might have it. They've been, yep, Sijiri Shelter, they had it. So at least we don't at least we're not taking a heck of a lot of damage. Not this turn, probably next turn. Now we can drop the Scorch Rider now, but wow, opponent got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Unfortunately, I cannot just swing with both. Yeah, this is not great. I have to pass. Oh man, we're not doing well. We're actually losing really badly. I guess you guys are gonna get to see a second draft. We're not gonna win this one. Okay, at least our opponent went for that. So we are forced to double block. Yeah, that shelter was so tiny. I kind of suspected they'd have it, but I didn't exactly have much of a choice. Yeah, opponent had all. Wow, unbelievable! We were we were drawing too many lands. Should I? I think I could cut one more land, just out of annoyance. But if I were to cut another land, what would I put in? Let's see, what do we put in? Then again, not everything. We actually do have a curve, though it's mostly 2s and 3s, but it's still kind of risky. The Cinder Classum would have been okay there, so I'm fine with keeping that. What's our creature count? 16 and 10. Technically, it's 16 and 7 because of these. Yeah, we should be fine. I can't really think of anything to change out here. Maybe we could cut the Hellhound for something more, for something with a bigger body. Guess we can do that. Like, say we could cut the Hellhound for a Lagak, which not so great, but it's still something. We're missing out. We're gonna be missing out on the early aggro, but this one gives us a little extra reach. Let's do that. Just some test it out. Wow. But so far, not kind of unfortunate for us. I guess we could have just picked up more of the burn. The few rares that we ended up taking, yeah, we probably should have just taken the burn spells there. Having more removals, great. Okay, so we're definitely keeping this. Even if it's turn 1 Fireblade Charger, turn 2 Scavenge Blade, then if we need the land, so be it. Does our opponent have a 1-drop? No. So, slightly awkward that we won't be able to purge into this. But we got our aggro. We got our aggro game now. If we can draw a regular land, preferably black, so we have option for Feed the Swarm. Nope, that's Cinder Class. Don't want to run. Opponent could just choose to take. That's fine. Forced to play that, end the turn. We are incentivized to not just get this one killed. Our opponent will gain 1 life. It will now, whether I pop this or not will depend on what our opponent's next creature is. Like if it's an X2, we can. If it's an X Rabbit Bite, that's actually fine because it takes this out. Opponent thought he was clever. Now, we are still kind of behind, though. We do have the option to just equip. Yeah, we're just gonna sack that now. We could have also... Well, we can't play this one. We need one more land. Boost of Drakes. Okay. Time to get our aggro going. Now, most likely our opponent has more kicker spells, and the way the green-blue one goes, they're awfully cheap. Okay, so 4/4 and a pair of 2/2s. We do have the... So let's offer. Now, even we don't get to deal damage to our opponent, but at least we get to hit something that's an X4. If not... Royal Eruption, which we can cast. I might just drop this one again. So far, it looks like our opponent's flooded, and in fact, it looks like our opponent's holding back. Swinging with just this one. Yeah, opponent knows what he's getting into. So we actually managed to clear the board now. Though any kicker spell refills our opponent's Swarm Shambler. And just snipe it now, get out of the way. Yeah, at least our opponent gets only one insect instead of a heck too many. And it blanks one attack, but we're otherwise okay. We still have one more piece of removal. Opponent is flooding. Vastwood Surge. Unfortunately, yeah, there was still not enough counters. And there we go. We might survive next turn. Fine Gecko. Okay, that's... There you go. That's game. Hey, so we actually managed to get one win. Good job, us. Now let's see if we can get a few more. Yeah, as usual, for those who are wondering, if you're playing Premier, you want to get at least 4 wins, preferably 5. If you're not counting the value of packs, you kind of want to get that many wins. Am I confident? Considering any game could be our last at this moment. We're at 1 wins, 2 losses. I'm not too sure. I'd at least like to get to the 2-pack range, so there we go. But otherwise, chalk it to experience. Okay, this is... Yep, very good. We're keeping this one. We're gonna land with this one first. So we got removal. So, I guess from experience, 1 Molten Blast is okay. More, not so much. So, which one we use will depend. Okay, blue-black. Okay, now we want it black because there's a Blood Chief's Thirst available. Knocking on wood to hit the second black, but otherwise we got removal for days. Only plays Seafloor Stalker. So can't hit it with the Molten Blast, so... a 3 mana spell also. Now... what I could do is I could just drop the Lagak first. No, let's do this now. Because I would like to be able to do like say Lagak and Blood Chiefs first. This is Riptide. Okay, we got Skyclave Shade. Okay, the math is a bit awkward here. Oh, we just need one more mana to kick it, so I'm gonna hold on to it for a while. Yeah, we'll lead on to this one first. But I'm gonna suspect that our opponent has the kicker spells. They're playing blue, so there are plenty of those spells with kicker. Otherwise, this is just a huge speed bump that we're gonna have to deal with. Relic Golem, gonna try to... oh, wait. So we're not gonna kick it. We don't have to... but we're also gonna deny it. There we go. So we need landfall if we need lands if we want to get this back. I'm assuming our opponent's gonna try to snipe this. We need another black mana if we want to take out this Risen Riptide, although that feels awfully poor. I would rather just play the Expedition Champion, so at least we have additional bodies. I'm pretty sure our opponent has some sort of removal at this point. Field research, no kicker, so they are short on lands. Okay, there's their land. Another Risen Riptide, so 6 mana is pretty much kicker range. We have to be very careful there. I'm gonna put it on the Skyclave Shade because we're not planning to block. Yeah, we're planning to keep swinging with this one. Still missing out lands. Yeah, opponents now hit their lands. Really concerned about any spell with kicker. Like say a Blood Chief's Thirst would be miserable because we'd be staring down 10 damage. I'll be forced to block with this if our opponent hits. Wait, we're actually gonna save the land. Yeah, that was actually very good. That was actually very good domination. Just so so we're actually gonna save this in case we need to buy this back. Although that's a bit questionable. I really could use another swamp. I know I need to be able to kill something. With seven mana on our opponent's side, I'm pretty sure something big's gonna come up. Maybe another one of these? Well, if it's this one, say targeting the sky. No, if it targets the Expedition Champion, we will still need. I would also need another warrior, so if I can a cheap warrior, so I can get. Okay, there's the bounce, the champion. Okay, so we're gonna take 10. We got a race on our hands. The sad thing is, if I have to say, bubble snare. Okay, so we're not swinging with Skyclave. Finally hit it. to go for the big one, unfortunately. Like, I can't just play this one. We're gonna be forced to chump. At least this way I can... Yeah, Bubble Snare. Very cheap, very effective. So, next turn probably just... Okay, Bug Catcher into Expedite. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be annoying if I end up having to... Okay, let's assume our opponent has a second one of these. We don't exactly need to equip it quite yet. Okay, opponents are loading. Oh, we could have used that block. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. If our opponent has kicker, we'll be forced to... Oh, wow. And that was just all... Another one? Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the 3, 5, 6, 7. So we're forced to block. Wow. Yep, that's a good game. Yeah, rogues are quite decent. Well, at least we survived one game against a Drake Roost, but wow, that was very sad. That didn't turn out so well. So, oh well, not such a great draft, guys. But you know what? We're gonna save up again. We're going to do another one next week. We're gonna try to keep learning about this. In fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can save up, get an additional draft in the meantime. Probably in the middle of the week, see if we can get something more out of this. But yeah, it turns out it's really paying off on synergy. Although that was not synergy. That last game, that was just uncommons. I'm already wondering if I'm having problems with the way the mana's mix and whatnot. But yeah, looks like I'm having problems with the network as well. Unable to get inventory. Yeah, looks like it's a weekend, guys. And I can see the quality kind of dip there as well. You know what? We're gonna just call this right here. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, or if you like seeing me suffer, do check me out. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. We will be doing... Yeah, that was very annoying. Can't be helped. As I said, it's our first run. We gave it a shot. We're not gonna get the most out of it. I know someone said that you might want to do quick, but it doesn't really teach you anything. No, seriously. Because if you want to learn how to play, you just play. You don't need to do drafting just to play. If you want to learn how to build the deck, then you have to be able to learn about getting the card pool picks, and you won't learn that from you will not learn that from 7 bots. Anyone I just have to repeat Throne of Eldraine quick draft, especially the first time. Well, I guess I'm not gonna get back into the server anytime soon. So, well, there you go. That's it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. God bless. Well, that's not the button to press to.